Hi, friends, and welcome to the New Scientist, where I will be talking about the latest news in the world, ranging from business, sport, scientific, and everything you want to explore here with Daily Favorite Podcast.
Ancient Egyptians used exotic resins to make mummies. An underground workshop found at an ancient Egyptian's burial site contains ceramic vessels with traces of the substances used to make mummies. They include resins obtained from as far away as India and Southeast Asia, indicating that ancient Egyptians engaged in long distance trade. We could identify a large diversity of substances with which were used by the embalmers, says Maxim Regiot at the University of Tübingen in Germany. Few of them were locally available. The workshop, dating from around 600 BC, was discovered in 2016 at Saqqara, which was the burial ground of Egyptian royalty and elites for centuries. It was used as an elite cemetery from the very earliest moment of the Egyptian state, says Eileen Sullivan at the University of California, Santa Cruz, who was not involved in the study. Close to the Pyramid of Unas, archaeologists found two vertical shafts dug into the ground. One was 13 meters deep and led to the embalming workshop, while the other descended 30 meters and led to burial chambers. It is the first Egyptian embalming workshop to be found underground, says team member Suzanne Beek at the University of Tübingen. This may have been to maintain the secrecy of the process, but it also had the advantage of keeping decaying bodies cool. In the workshop, the team found 121 back beakers and bowels. Many were labeled, sometimes with instruction like to put on his head, sometimes with names of embalming substances, and sometimes with administrator titles. The research chose the 9 beakers and 22 bowels with the most legible labels for analysis. They studied the chemical residues left in the bowels to find out what substances had been used during embalming and mummification. A host of substances, including plant oils, tars, resins, and animal fats, were discovered. Two examples were cedar oil and heated beeswax. Many of the substances were known to be used in mummification, but some were new. One new substance was dammar, a gum like resin obtained from trees in India and Southeast Asia. The name dammar is a Malay word. The team also found alumi, a pale yellow resin resembling honey that comes from trees in the rainforests of South Asia and Southern Africa. The Dammar and alumi show that Egyptian embalming drove early globalization, says Philip Scotshammer at Ludwig Maximilian University in Munich, Germany, another member of the team. You really needed to transport these resins over large distances. It fits with other evidence of long distance trade at the time. The substances were probably transported by chains of trades. The Egyptians don't have to be going to be to the eastern side of India themselves, says Sunlivian. Many of the substances had antibacterial and antifungal properties and were combined into elaborate mixtures. For Stock's hammer, this complexity displays the enormous personal knowledge that was accumulated through these centuries of experience of embalming human individuals.
Thank you for listening to the new scientists. We hope we provided a useful information and we'll see you in the next podcast.